Hawk fans, once again, we welcome you to Take 5 on St. Joseph's All Access. It's the only interview segment in America that comes with a money-back guarantee. Now, last week we had a women's tennis player on, so we figured we'd switch it up and go some men's tennis this week. So junior Tommy Gates is our guest this week. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to Take 5.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. I know you've seen some of the other ones. We'll toss you a little easy softball for question number one.
Okay.
What made you first pick up a tennis racket? What drove your interest, I guess, in the game of tennis?
Well, actually, it all started when my grandma actually sent my brothers and I have two brothers, we all play tennis. She sent us tennis rackets in the mail when we were like 5, 6 years old. Then we actually took them out that day and put on our neighbor's driveway. And then from there, I've always been into tennis.
It must cost a lot to send a tennis racket in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That was what I was thinking. I was thinking about what that might cost. But
yeah.
Who else, other than your grandma, maybe had a strong influence in your tennis career?
Well, both my parents actually didn't play tennis. My mom's actually an ice skater. But
Okay.
we ended up getting some really good coaches when we were younger. I had one coach, Joni Schienebaum, and she was very influential in my career and just kept driving me to be better at tennis and keep pushing.
Ice skating. Did you learn to skate? Are you a skater? Can you skate?
Yeah, I used to play a little hockey. I used to be able to skate, but my parents, they had us try all different sports, but tennis one we liked most.
It's a little easier to skate in hockey skates too. Than I've tried. I've done hockey skates versus ice skates, and I fall all over the place anytime I've ever tried to ice skate. Hockey skates are much easier.
Oh, and my mom said actually the ice skates are actually easier.
Really?
According to her.
Okay.
That's what she tells me.
All right. Well, we'll take Mrs. Gates' word for it, I guess. Next question. Early on, growing up, was there a particular pro player that you took kind of your cues from? Was there somebody you followed growing up?
I'd have to say Andre Agassi. I was a big fan of all the Americans growing up, but Andre Agassi the most. I followed his career pretty closely and was always watching all of his matches.
That's 2 weeks in a row we've had Andre Agassi
Really?
as our influence. What particularly made you interested in Andre Agassi?
Towards the end of his career, when I started getting big in tennis, he was just an older guy, and he was still working hard, and just his hard work just paid off, and it's just it was a good influence on me because it made me work harder.
You read his book?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
it's good.
Was it good?
It was good. I recommend reading it.
I've picked it up. It's actually sitting at home, and I've yet to read it.
I'd recommend it.
Okay. Maryland native, correct?
Yes.
Ellicott City? Is that correct?
Ellicott City, yes.
Ellicott City. As far as your first 3 years at St. Joseph's, what's been the best thing about campus for you? And what made you choose SJU coming from Ellicott City?
Well, my family's from Philadelphia. My dad's side of the family, and I've always been a Philadelphia sports fan. So I've always just liked the city, and I always wanted to go to school up here. And then I just came to visit St. Joe's, and then it felt like home. And then basically, I wasn't really recruited for tennis. So I just kind of walked on the team. So tennis was a little bit portion of it. I knew I could play here. But just as far as the best experience the first 3 years. Just all the friends I met and the experiences playing tennis, you can't beat playing tennis, I think.
Okay. Favorite Philadelphia sports team, since you mentioned you're a Philadelphia sports fan?
I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
Are you? I was making the hockey connection. I was saying hockey. Grew up playing hockey. Thought you were going to break out the Flyers.
No, I'm a Flyers fan. I like all Philadelphia sports, but the Eagles definitely come first in my book.
Well, Philadelphia Eagles is your favorite team. Now we go into famous people. Suppose you're told you can spend one day with any famous person. It can be anybody. What are you going to do with that one day, and who are you spending it with?
Well, I have to say Andre Agassi was my idol growing up playing tennis and stuff, and then just all the charity work he does now. I feel like it'd be nice to go spend a day with him. He'd be a good influence, and just growing up following him, reading his book, I'm very interested to see what he had to say and stuff.
Get him on the court?
Oh, yes, get him on the court.
A little one-on-one?
Him and Steffi, yeah, a little double stop there.
Who would be your doubles partner then in that case?
I don't know.
We'll give you one. We'll throw it out. You can choose anybody. Pro,
Any pro.
Amateur, doesn't matter.
I would have to go with Novak Djokovic.
Novak Djokovic.
Best player on tour right now.
That's a good one. That's an excellent pick. It's either him or Federer, right, I guess?
Yes.
Our fifth question, it's our rapid fire segment.
Okay.
And basically you have 20 seconds to answer 5 questions, as many right or wrong as you can get. We hope right. But,
okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Good, because if you said you weren't, we were going to go anyway.
Okay.
First question. Who just won the Atlantic 10 Men's Tennis Championship for the second straight year?
George Washington.
All right, you got that one. Your head coach, Ian Crookenden, a 2-time NCAA doubles champion. Who was his partner?
Arthur Ashe.
Name the venue where the French Open's held.
Roland Garros.
Who holds the record for most men's Grand Slam titles?
Pete Sampras.
And Maryland crab cakes or Philly cheesesteaks to close this one out?
Oh, I'll go Philly cheesesteaks.
All right, Tommy Gates, 4 of 5. He passes with an 80%, Hawk fans. Would you have gotten 4 of 5? We're not exactly sure, but what we are sure of is that we'll see you for Take 5 next week. For Tommy Gates, I'm Matt Martucci. Take 5 on St. Joseph's All Access, sjuhawks.com. We'll see you next week, Hawk fans.